Good morning, y'all. So in the previous episode, I was traveling the 3+ hours from my home here in Kamloops, BC to Vancouver. This time I was getting a new knee. On the way, I introduced you to my little secret hobby.
You guys are going to laugh, but I've been collecting these things for a while, and if you guys don't know, Aaron Wheels, they call him, is a wheelchair guy that competes in all the X Games.
During this trip down, I showed you the difference between legs walking into the pool. So the leg I'm showing here is my everyday, really lightweight, basic hydraulic leg. And I went through the difference of the different legs underwater. There's nothing forcing it to go straight, which means I can't lock it to take another step. So you'll see when I'm walking underwater, it flexes, and then I'm trying to shove it back to plant it.
There we go. So if you guys are new to my channel, this is Barber's Prosthetics. So this is where I get all my prosthetics done.
Then I introduced you to Leah, the lady that makes my legs. And I went through the difference between the trial leg I'm trying this week and my really, really expensive leg. Talking about the difference in how heavy the really expensive leg is, but it doesn't let you fall. At the end of the video, we also talked about the tariffs. I found some really good information about President Trump's tariffs and how it's going to affect the prosthetic worlds, if it affects the prosthetic worlds. I was really shocked to find out the lack of information out there, and people just don't know. So let's continue on to my trip to Vancouver for a new leg.
Well, good morning, y'all. Next day, I'm back out. Yes, it's still raining here in Vancouver. It doesn't stop. Every day has to start with a coffee, so I gotta stop at P.D. Hortons and get a coffee, as usual, and then I'll get right back to you guys here. Ooh. Tight like a tiger. So today I've got doctor's appointments, first thing. So I'm going to see the amputation specialist, Dr. Rhonda Wilms. If you don't know who she was, I'll put a connection here in the last video. Hold on, let me get my elixir of life here. I just hit app. Just on the app. Okay, let's get on our way to Worksafe BC.
This is crazy.
It's 8:30 in the morning, and this parking lot here at Costco is almost half full already. And there's a lineup at the door. They haven't even opened the door yet. Nuts. I guess people on the Lower Mainland really love Costco. Really makes me appreciate coming from a small town where I don't have to rush to get to Costco. Ours is busy, but not even compared to what's down here. It's nuts. I actually think it stopped raining a little bit. Okay, let's figure out where we're going here. This place is like a maze. It's ginormous. Oh, I think I'm okay. I think I just entered through the back way. Someday you're free, one no face. Coasters want you gone. From oceans want you gone. Rover's so low, I have to enter really slowly.
Something for me, so I feel the way your phones, but I feel the way your phones and afraid. Something for me, something for me, your force is my heart, your force is my heart. Something for me, something for me, your force is my heart.
And is the jungle gym gone from last time? Hey, no jungle gym. That's kind of nice. They normally have all these fences and stuff. That's why I call that a jungle gym, because it's like a jail. Go. Something for me, your force is my home. Your force is my home. Let's go ahead and get in there and see what's shaking at Worksafe BC. All good, all good, all good, I think. Go. Oh. This leg's got a rotator on so I can swing it out of the way. So this doctor, she specializes in amputation, people in wheelchairs. So every time she sees me, she wants to see me in a leg. So this is one of the few times that I'll walk. So this leg I'm wearing is this is the Ottobok Genium, and this is a really, really expensive leg, 120,000 plus, and it's a microprocessor. So if I suddenly decide to fall, it stops my fall. The only problem with this leg, otherwise it'd be a perfect leg, is it's so heavy. It's like a bowling ball. But it's, just like shoes, every leg's kind of got its purpose, and this purpose is stability and multi-sports, which is great, but for everyday use it's too heavy. So that's why I'm demoing that other leg. But maybe it's just got to be dialed in. I'm going to see Dr. Leah later on today, so we'll find out. So this is opening doors of Worksafe BC. Get ready for double doors. And there we go. So I'll get back to you guys after I get out of the appointment, and I'll see how it goes. Who knows? Another one over. Every doctor's appointment starts with another journey. So said in the past that I don't drive with my leg on, and it's because of my hip contracture, but now she's wondering if she should inject it to release the tension on it, so maybe my hip will go flat. That'd be nice. But if you guys don't know, my prosthetic side, my hip is like this. My stump is like this. It doesn't go straight. So she doesn't realize that I drive that way. So she's like, well, maybe we can inject it so it calms down. So maybe you can wear your leg when you're driving, which would be great, because you go to Costco and places, and then you get out and you have to put your leg on in order to put gas in your car, which is not the funnest. But There's what the parking lot looks like here at Worksafe BC in Richmond. This is the main office. And there, of course, is Grover straight ahead. So, one appointment done, and we'll continue on to Barber's Prosthetics. So. Well, guys, on to appointment number 2 of the day. Going to see Dr. Leah, see if she can get my myoelectric leg dialed in. See, the weather's kind of cleared up just a little bit. Maybe the rain's gone. Fingers crossed. Yeah, right. But
First shot up the center.
that's the first shot out center of this trip. And we're turning on to St. George Street. I'm going to see Dr. Leah. And there we go, Barber's Prosthetics. And there's the Cybertruck, that's cool. What do you guys think of the Cybertrucks? I don't like what Elon stands for, but I don't know if I like the truck or not. I think the truck itself is cool. I think the frame and the body styles aren't so cool. Alright, close the sunroof. Shut that off. Binge. Pocket. Gotta get the gum. Get the new Lego. And let's get inside and see what's going on. Kind of nice, it stopped raining finally. Can kind of dry off now a little bit. Here's the door. Hello.
So demoing this new knee, I had basically 3 goals. 1, it be light. 2, that it have some kind of fall protection. And 3, that I'd be able to lock it. It proved very hard to have all those all together.
See, it's less.
So if any of you didn't make it through my last video, the knee that I'm demoing here is made by Ottobok and it's called the 3R80.
Okay, hold on to the railing if you don't mind.
See, the same thing's happening.
I see it dampening a little bit.
No. Let me try that again.
Okay.
No, it's definitely dampening. Definitely.
What do you mean by the same things happening?
I feel like it sticks and then let go. Like it's not like an even, like a shock.
Okay, I think that's maybe the threshold.
That's that stance phase.
So on inclines, a lot of amps, above knee amps like myself,
Yeah, like it's a little too...
use our leg to kind of slow us down. I call it riding, but basically the prosthetic leg slows me down. Like I said before, the Genium does a really good job of that. That's the really expensive leg, but it's super heavy. So I'm asking a manual leg to do what a computer does.
Mechanical knees sometimes... Okay, go ahead. Sometimes...
Oh yeah, that's the ticket.
Okay.
You gave me more throw.
Okay, good. I sometimes want... I don't want you to not have faith in it, but I don't want you to trust it like you do the Genium. I don't want you to trust it.
Did you hear that, guy? She doesn't want me to trust the leg that I'm walking on.
Just not the same.
Okay.
as you do the Genium. Okay,
What do you want me to do?
Just stay standing for a second.
Okay.
So Leah would adjust it for regular walking, then we go out to the incline and try to get to work that way. So we're trying to find a balance between the two. So no matter how much we adjusted it, we just couldn't get it right. We could get it so it felt really good walking, but on inclines, which is, you know, like in BC here, there's a lot of inclines. We could get it to adjust for inclines, but then I'd go back to regular walking and it just wouldn't work. Bottom line, just a hydraulic knee isn't a computer operated. You need all the gyro sensors and blah 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 to get it to work properly. So slowly me and Leah are starting to realize that it just isn't for me, and this isn't the knee. The only way I'd be looking at getting a new knee is if it checked all the boxes, and right now it checks the box for being light, and it checks the box for inclines, and it checks the block for being safety, but it doesn't check them all at the same time. So to spend $20,000-$30,000, whatever this knee is worth, it just doesn't work out. So slowly over the day we realized it just wasn't for me.
So guys, what I'm feeling is when I'm walking, I'm feeling like a clunk. And if you can imagine, you've got these swings like this, right? At the end of the swing, it hits a brake, and it's how fast that brake engages. So that's what Leah's trying to dial in here. She's trying to adjust the alignment to see if that will fix it. We'll find out on Friday. I'm going to wear it for the week and show you guys underwater and stuff. But so far, those kind of 3 or 4 biffs kind of defeats me having this knee. Because I'm trying to have something safer, but the Genium's so heavy that, I don't know. I'm lucky to I feel really lucky to have this opportunity to try different legs, and especially really high-end legs. But I just wish, I guess at the end of the day, I wish it was human. Anyways, we'll get to the pool tonight and try it, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Hey there, guys. So I'm not sure if you can hear me or not. I'm in the pool. So I'm going to try this Autobach. It's a 3R80. So we did the Oster one yesterday, so this is the Autobach version. So it's here in Slate.
So we're in the hotel pool and we'll try it again. Here's me getting into the pool and you can see the air coming out of the foot shell. What I'm looking for underwater is basically a human knee. Something that you're pushing water, but it returns straight. And you can see that this one's a lot better than my other one, which I'll put a clip up here of so you can compare the two. But this one is more natural underwater, which is definitely a huge plus. But can we get it dialed in for everything else I want it for? To justify the proper amount of money for this, and for me to go to my funders, it really has to check all those boxes. If it doesn't, then I got to move on. Leah's a lot like me in so many ways. She really didn't want me to give up on this leg. She really wanted to get it dialed in and prove to me that it was a good leg. And I'm not denying it's a good leg. It just couldn't work for inclines and walking. Underwater was phenomenal. The lock feature to stand up was really good. But Leah, we couldn't find a medium for it, so I really couldn't justify it. It's kind of sad because Leah spent so much time fitting it, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Oh, there's the chica ball.
Yeah. Just don't enthusiastic. You need your pressure. It's on my desk. But I am doing this one. But you wear it. It's so annoying.
It's there. To see if that will fix it. I just don't think at the end of the day it's the knee for me. It's just, it's a good knee. But if you're gaining weight by carrying it, you might as well go with the Oser, or the 2200. that has nothing going downhill.
Okay, give this a little try.
Okay, definitely changed.
There.
Not in a bad way.
There.
Chica, where'd your ball go? Where'd the bally go? Clunk's still there. It feels like it's more a part of me. Like it's a good feeling what I'm feeling now. But the clunk's still there. The clunk's earlier now.
So we decided to end the trial early.
I guess what I'm looking for is control of this leg. You see how I can ride it down hills. So I'm looking for that rideability, which is basically me putting weight on it, slowly releases like a shock. And then I want it to be able to walk and then be lighter. Well, that leg was good, but it wasn't good at both things. So it didn't make sense to get funding for it if it didn't replace anything. So I decided to end the trial early, and that's why we do trials, right? I feel bad for Leah because she spent all this time trying to dial it in, but it wasn't working. We couldn't find a happy medium, and that's why we did that. So that's why we went back to what it was. So I'm gonna call this one done at Barber's Prosthetics, and I'll see you guys tomorrow when I go back into Vancouver for injections. This time I'm getting injection in my hip and then also my stump side. So you can see it finally stopped raining. So we're gonna go to the mall and spend some more money and see what's going on. Thanks so much.